Your app works perfectly. It is fast, it is clean, and it has no issues. You chose SQLite for your application. It is simple and requires no setup. And honestly, it feels perfect. But then, more users come in. Things slow down. And errors start appearing like database is locked. Now you're thinking, should I switch to PostgreSQL? But here's the real question. Are you actually ready to switch? Or just reacting to problems? Most developers start with SQLite. And that's the right choice. It requires no server, no configurations. Just a file and you're ready. That's why almost every framework uses it by default. But as your app grows, you start hearing, SQLite is not for production. You should use PostgreSQL for real apps. And suddenly, you feel like you chose wrong. But the truth is, it's not about better versus worse. It's about when SQLite stops being enough. Let's simplify this. Think of SQLite like a notebook. Everything is in one place. It is simple, fast, and easy. What about PostgreSQL? That's a full system. It can have multiple users and multiple operations running at the same time. Now here's the key difference, which is concurrency. SQLite allows one write at a time. Others have to wait. Meanwhile, PostgreSQL allows multiple reads and writes together. That's the real shift. So why does SQLite struggle? Because of something called file-level locking. When one write happens, the whole database gets locked. So if multiple users try to write, they don't run in parallel. They have to wait. That leads to slow APIs, timeouts, and errors like database is locked. PostgreSQL works differently. It uses MVCC, which basically means everyone works on their own version of data. So, reads don't block writes. Writes don't block reads. Everything runs smoothly. Also, there is a common myth that SQLite is limited by data size, but SQLite is not limited by data size. It's limited by concurrent writes. That's the real issue. So when should you stay with SQLite? Stay if, in your application, there is low traffic, mostly reads, MVP state, single user or internal tools. In these cases, SQLite is faster and simpler. When should you switch? Switch when you see there are multiple users writing, data-locked errors, performance issues under load, or when your app becomes multi-user and production critical. There is a golden rule. Do I have concurrent writes? If yeah, use PostgreSQL. If no, SQLite is enough. SQLite is not bad. PostgreSQL is not always better. They solve different problems. And the real skill is knowing when to switch. Because good engineering is not about overcomplicating things. It's about making the right decision at the right time. If you liked the video, please share your comments and subscribe to the channel to debug your confusions.